Alright, hi everybody. Bonkai922. Last video for today. No videos probably until Thursday. So yeah, this is going to be it. There's no Bleach review, so One Piece. Yeah, the One Piece. 702. This one was fucking good. Real good. I'm not going to upload it now. I'll upload it today. I'll just do the review. This one was fucking good. Hands down. Hands down. This was pretty good. I'm probably going to give this... I mean, hey, everyone had said it, and I said, but it's true. It's true. They were right. I was shocked. So, but more or less, I think I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. Almost perfect, but, you know. But anyway, this one was called Review-Corrida Colosseum. Now, in this one, pretty much what we got was the obviously from 2 weeks ago, the mysterious blind swordsman just blew the shit out of that place, and then after we had that, we hear him say a few words to Luffy, saying, oh, they were talking, saying his ability, what kind is it, and so on and so forth. And he asks, oh, you're really strong. And Luffy asks him, you're strong, who are you? And he says, who am I? For your sake and mine, the question is better left unanswered. Which makes you wonder. I like this with the straw hats. You know, Zoro, Luffy, they're all wearing stashes. They're like me. I thought it was awesome. Anyway, pretty much what happened. And then you have Zoro saying he's probably no ordinary old man. And they realize that everyone's realizing that all their stuff is gone. And King of Lightning, he did his review and his description, the fairies, and it was like, and he should know because he's known fairies. Like, I thought it was funny. Anyway, yeah, pretty much these fairies, these invisible fairies, stole everyone's stuff. And in the commotion, Zoro's pissed. He's like, ah! So he's like ready to go get him. And the only thing that happened in this scene also was, Kirimo was telling him, you better get that back. That sword belongs to Wano, the country of Wano. And it was like, you know, all up in arms about it. He says, I'll fight you any time. And he leaves. He just runs out of there. And Luffy and the gang follow him. And Sanji's like, we got a mission to do. Don't go around and such. And it's pretty much what happened. And then they're all running, you know, and so on and so forth. And that's when I think it's Frankie and Luffy. They confront the guy that got his ass kicked by that blind swordsman, and saying, you're questioning him about, you know, Smiley and so on and so forth, and saying, I already told you. He's basically telling him, I already told you, I already given him direct order to hunt down the samurai. And he says, and he's questioning him, surely you at least know as much as an S. I don't know an S. I couldn't tell you after the factory either. What the hell are you guys? And he'd say that he's pretty much clueless about the situation, Luffy. And then that's when he starts talking about the Colosseum. Which apparently, because the title of this chapter was Colosseum, he says they're all at the Colosseum probably, and there's a big time prize, you know, and so on and so forth. And at least this is, you know, intrigues Luffy. And he says, don't tell me it's moist the manga was talking about. And that's when we go to the Colosseum and we see everybody's there, and it's like today's Clint, and it seems like what everyone said was true. Everyone was saying, "Oh, there's gonna be a tournament. Yeah, there's gonna be all these people were just bringing out this idea. There's gonna be a tournament," and I'm like, they were right, and I'm like, dang, they were right. There's gonna be a tournament. I'm like, holy shit, unbelievable. Anyway, at least to say, that's what the story was. And the guy's basically hyping it up, the tournament, and he says, and he's saying, entrusted us the most jaw-dropping item, the man who gave his life in Marineford 2 years ago, Fire Fist Days. And he says, the amazing power as in the form of the devil fruit here, behold the world, to the victor goes the spoil, the Mira no Mi, and so on and so forth. And he says that His Majesty himself has assembled in this Colosseum. But he goes on to say that, it's not going to be some kind of walk in the park. The ones who are going to be duking it out today will be the very own Don Hyoki family. And he starts naming Senior Pink, Dellinger, Leo G, Machavase, and Mr. Diamante, who was the reigning champion of the Colosseum beforehand. And you know what's so funny about this? These members of the family, they're fucking weird as fuck. And they are totally boss. Especially that guy, Leo G. He looks like, damn, he's going to tear up some shit. So, pretty much they're just been saying that guy's name, and they're all screaming his name, Diamante, Diamante. And fans saying, oh, what are you guys waiting for? You better make this worth our time. And that's when the guy's talking to Luffy and says, it is the real thing. The young master would never lie about such a thing. And then Luffy says, Aces, Mira no Mi. And this is on the bottom. Doflamingo's bait has been set. And that was pretty much what happened in this chapter. Pretty awesome shit going down. So now Luffy knows. He fucking knows. He knows already. He knows that Ace's Mira no Mi is on the line. Tournament. See, here's the thing. For some reason, I didn't expect this at all. When you think about tournaments, yes, I went there. You think about Togashi, Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, Oda doing a tournament? Hey, Hero, are you making notes? Yes, I went there. I don't care. This should be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Because if Luffy gets involved in this tournament, he's just in disguise. So he's got to be careful. And so is Frankie. But if he gets involved in the tournament, he's going to want to win. So he can get the fruit and take it away. But this is obviously a trap. But overall, I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. Almost perfect if there was more action involved in the chapter. But that's what I believe. He's probably going to want to get that fruit. He doesn't want anyone else to have it. And plus, you got to wonder, this is a trap. So, it's a trap. So, he's got to be really careful about this. And obviously, Zoro's looking for his swords. So, it's like, everyone's like crazy. Going crazy with this. And we saw the blind swordsman in the stands. Now, the way he acted beginning in the chapter, he is probably with the Marines. That is what I believe. Because the way he said in the beginning of the chapter when he was saying he doesn't need to know. If he doesn't, it's not wise for him to know. No. So, that was interesting how they pulled that off. But overall, good chapter of One Piece. Next week, I guess we'll find out the story. Wow, this tournament, it's like tournament. It's like out of left field, man. Right out of left field. It was like out of nowhere. A tournament. Everyone's like, there's going to be a tournament. I'm like, how do they know? You don't know there's going to be a tournament. The Colosseum. Well, they knew there was going to be a Colosseum, and there also just happened to be a tournament. But it doesn't. This was probably going to be, was probably more or less going to go down. Luffy wants to go into the tournament, said tournament, and get the Mirror Mirror no Mi. Win it from this tournament. Now, obviously, he's going up against this family. Doflamingo's family. It's like, damn. It's going to be tough. Because we don't know what these guys do. We don't know what they're like. We don't know what their powers are. So it's probably going to be chaotic with how they're going to do it. How they're going to beat them. Beat these people. So yeah. This is going to be awesome. This will be awesome. Tournament. It's like, it surprises me. It really does. It does. I mean, we haven't seen any tournament in One Piece. Ever. Like, ever. And you think about it, 400 chapters, 700 chapters in One Piece. And Oda's bringing in a tournament. I'm like, wow. Yeah. But this should be interesting. Like I said, all logic dictates that probably Luffy is going to want to join into this tournament. He wants to get that fruit. Doesn't want anyone to have it. At least, by his face, the way his face looked, that's probably going to, that might be the thumbnail. I'm probably going to make that the thumbnail. Along with the people cheering. And it's like the Colosseum is pretty vast. The inside of it. So, should be interesting. You know, you fit, it's weird because it's like, you look at all the other shonens. Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball Z. Did I just say that? I apologize. That is the worst. That is not. You know what's going to happen? I find this funny. The reason why I find this funny, that Oda brought this in, is because of, supposedly there's that story that Hiro and Oda are best friends. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. But I think Oda, he's going to get this just done. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Depending on who's in the tournament. So we'll have to wait and see. But overall, good chapter. What happens next week? This is real. It's some crazy shit, people. A tournament in One Piece. Colosseum. Awesome shit. Stay tuned. This has been Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. The Mirror no Mi is on the line. And Luffy's going in. Tournament. Fucking A. We will see what happens. See you.